Hello, I'm going to talk to you about isolation in the long term. It's a long term isolation, it's an habit, and you get separated from everyone. Although you think that you are in reality communicating. You can put a like on Facebook and, well, I am communicating with someone, but you are not, and you get used to. So the distance is getting bigger each day. We care less and less for each other. We only care for ourselves. And then, when we care only for ourselves, humanity is vanished. And we have that. Humanity has vanished. Where is all the humanity? Congregation, the agglomeration, where is the main events of human communion? Culture. When people get their events, get their roots from their ancestors and from the future, well, they have a purpose. Now we have the desert of reality. A desert with no beginning and no end. It's a desert for itself. And people really suffer from that in their homes, quietly, without saying nothing. Obviously, most people are really well. Most people are as same as they were before COVID-19. But the big powers, the big enterprises, the politics, this new power, the pandemic, the epidemic of fear, well, is installed and is not going away. When a law gets into paper and passes, well, there is no reverse. Laws keep on passing. And we get dictatorship getting bigger and bigger. And soon we found out we cannot do anything about it because the enemy is invisible. And also, the dictatorship is invisible. So, the life is being logically commanded by death. Capitalism is death. It's a death entity. It doesn't live. And the virus, well, it doesn't live either. You can assume that capitalism is an organism that found the perfect pathogenic agent, coronavirus. Coronavirus is erasing what capitalism doesn't want to be in the body. Well, surely you can notice that the rich people get richer, that poor people, well, some have vanished, of course. And you can see that arts and culture don't exist anymore. What we have is propaganda, because the media were bought, the journals were bought, everything gets the same results. You don't have any information anymore. You cannot compare your thoughts with other thoughts. We simply stand looking to each other with nothing to say because we don't have information. It was cut. So, if we don't have information and if we don't have culture, we need to create information and to create culture. We need to know, well, how to make events out of the state dictatorship. How to get people to autopsy and to know what the cause of death is. Well, everyone is dying from COVID. Surely, if they reject people from hospital, obviously, if they simply sign things. So, COVID is going to stay here. Of course, in winter it comes. And it will come again. And we'll have a dictatorship based on an emergency state, a cyclic emergency state, where the time between cycles don't allow you or none of us to join forces and to get informations and to get culture back and to get humanity back. And while this is happening, well, planet is suffering. 2 degrees for here is increasing. Always. Well, life is being extinct. Well, the planet is suffering. The animals are suffering. We are suffering. Because of fucking virus. Because of fucking system that is death. 2 death organisms. 1 microorganism and 1 macroorganism. 2 together are joining forces and they are decimating.